Good afternoon. I'm Khayla Day, manager of the Crime Scene Examiner News, and this is your weekly Crime Scene News Review. In this week's CSC News, our lead story is JPD officer arrested. Terry Trout has been employed with the JPD for 12 years. At the time of the incident, Officer Trout was off duty and is currently deployed with the Army National Guard. The circumstances surrounding the arrest remain under active investigation. The Jackson Police Department has placed Officer Trout in a non-enforcement status due to his current military deployment. Also on page 1 this week, School Board of the Year. Jackson-Madison County School Board has been selected as School Board of the Year for the second time in 3 years. With the focus on professional development, improving student outcomes, and supporting the leadership of our Director of Schools, Dr. Marlon King. They are reimagining public education in Jackson and Madison County. Please be sure to pick up your copy of The Crime Scene at a Dollar General store in Humboldt, Alamo, Bells, Bolivar, Milan, Trenton, and Jackson. Every week in The Crime Scene, we highlight area birthdays, anniversaries, and our proud parent alert on page 2. On page 3 of this week's Crime Scene, we have news from Jackson Housing Authority Health Fair, Jackson Native nominated for Single of the Year by Country Music Awards, Neighborhood Academy, Milan's Table Pre-Thanksgiving Dinner, and Alzheimer's Dementia Symposium. Shout out to Baskerville Funeral Home for sponsoring the obituaries. We'll help lift your spirits with church news on page 4. Check out the ad from Saragata Baptist Church and Progressive Community Baptist Church. Every week we feature news from the Jackson-Madison County school system, as well as news from other schools, colleges, and universities throughout West Tennessee. West Tennessee Outdoors with Ray Jones highlights area outdoor activities. This week, he's highlighting Big Bucks Dominate. West Tennessee has not just been a great hunting region, but this year has seen huge bucks dominate the news already. Apparently, the rut is rolling in early this season with record numbers of giant bucks being harvested around the area. As we move along, I'd like to ask our listeners to please support those businesses that support the crime scene. We'd like to give a shout out to our sponsor, Mr. Robert Tick McKinley and A. Close Bonding Company of Trenton, Tennessee. If you find yourself in need of a bail bondsman quick, call Mr. Tick at 731-487-9900. The Crime Scene Examiner newspaper is published every Thursday and distributed throughout rural West Tennessee. In Humboldt, pick up a crime scene at Tobacco Central and Dollar General. In Jackson, you can pick up a copy at Walgreens, Dollar General, Food Giant South, Food Right on East Chester, and probably get a copy at your local church. Brown Beat by Downtown Ricky Brown is on page 7 in the crime scene. He's highlighting the crime scene reader of the week, as well as the Man's Record Service Traffic Spotter of the week. Our reader of the week is LaRonda Harris. LaRonda has served as a sales manager since 2014 at the Dollar General store located at 300 Market Street in Bolivar. She is a member of Greater New Hope Baptist Church and also serves as a musician. She also has served as a teacher's assistant at Bolivar Elementary School for over 26 years. She enjoys serving her customers at Dollar General and invites you to visit her store anytime. Man's Record Service Traffic Spotters of the Week are Lysidro Byris and Sean Wilburn. Lysidro is a loyal CSE reader as well and enjoys being part of the Downtown Ricky Brown Traffic Spotters network of over 60,000 volunteers in West Tennessee. Shine, a legendary person around the Jackson Farmers Market, is a close friend of Downtown Ricky Brown and supports the traffic network and his Sunday morning radio show on 101.5. Shine, who plays musical instruments, will appear with Brown on Sunday, December 7th at 7 a.m. on the Sunday show, sharing some Christmas songs. On page 8 in this week's CSC News, Jackson Boom is coming to Humboldt. Boom Indoor Sportsplex, professional indoor turf facility world-class coaching staff, high-performance training center, and official training facility of Jackson Boom's USL team. A new era of player development is here. Please be sure to pick up a copy of The Crime Scene at a Countryside Sit-Go in Humboldt, Dollar General in Alamo, and S&J Roadside in Bells. On page 9, this week columnist Wendy Isom Mercer talks about Spirit of Giving Legacy abounds at first Friendsgiving event for Leadership Jackson alums and family. The spirit of giving was so evident in all the details and planning around this event. It was so great seeing fellow alums from my class of 2019, as well as alums spanning from several of the previous class years to the most recent class. As she looked around at fellow alums, sharing laughter, gratitude, and plates of delicious food, she couldn't help but to think about the Leadership Jackson alum, Ted Austin, who served as the Senior Vice President and Chief Customer Service Officer at Jackson Energy Authority. Austin passed away October 17th at the age of 62. He was a member of the 1988 Leadership Jackson class. In 2023, he received the Harbert Alexander Award for Servant Leadership. She recently came across a picture that she took of him after he received the award. On page 10, Myrtle Russell talks about this Thanksgiving, grab a jar and change your year. We're about to pause for a day to acknowledge our blessings. But let's be honest, by the beginning of next week, most of us will have forgotten this holiday feeling entirely. So, she's issuing a 2025 Thanksgiving Day challenge. Moving forward, let's make every day a day to be grateful. Wherever you are this Thanksgiving Day, why not start a gratitude jar or box? Hey, spend a few dollars with the businesses that support the crime scene. Tell them I read it in the crime scene. Subscribe today. $30 electronic edition, 1 year. $75 mail subscription, 6 months. $50 home delivery, Jackson, 1 year. Email your subscription request to wtenews@gmail.com. Did you know that the Crime Scene Examiner newspaper is one of the leading publishers of legal notices in the Hub City? You'll find notice to creditors, chancery court notices, notices of vehicles to be sold, foreclosures, and delinquent tax notices. One of the things the crime scene is most recognized for is the publication of weekly arrest reports for Milan, Humboldt, and Jackson. I'd like to remind our listeners to please be sure to pick up your copy of The Crime Scene at a Dollar General store in Alamo, Bells, Bolivar, Milan, Trenton, Humboldt, and Jackson. From news from Divine Nine fraternities and sororities to highlights of community events, Terry Gore Wood is always on the scene with her weekly column, Picture This. Futuristic Barber and Beauty Salon. Thank you to everyone who came out to support the grand opening of the all-new Futuristic Barber and Beauty Salon, located at 140 North Rural Street, Jackson, Tennessee. And they can be reached at 731-695-1973. Their business hours are Tuesday through Saturday, 9 to 5. Keep up with the crime scene by logging on to our Facebook page, Crime Scene Examiner newspaper, for daily updates. You can also log on to our website, csenewsnow.com. Log on to your favorite streaming venue and listen to our weekly podcast. Until next time, I'm Khayla, and thanks for tuning in to the Crime Scene Weekly Review.